begin. Okay. So happy September, if we can believe it's September already. My card this morning says, God's best is always worth the wait. And that's from 2 Peter 1:2, and it says, grace and peace be yours in abundance. So, you know me, I'm always going to share my faith as I can. I never care what anybody's faith is. I don't care where you come from. I always just say, you know, just to trust your heart, trust whether you believe in the Holy Spirit. You know, we say, you know, there's one God. We just know that if we can just listen to that gut, sometimes you don't listen to your head, because your head sometimes gets in the way, but listen to your heart, because it will guide you the right way, and good stuff ahead. So go ahead and grab a little dumbbell for me this morning. We're gonna do some supersetting this morning. So just some dumbbells just to get our bodies warmed up with a little demi squat. So we're just gonna come down. So we're gonna do our 10, 10, 10, and 10. So it's gonna be 10 right lateral raises, 10 bicep curls. Yep, you got it. It's so funny. If you hear me complain about my calves today, we went to the beach quite a few times this weekend, and I was up and down those stairs, like to Strands. We've ever been to Strands? Oh my God, my calves. Like, I don't do calves, bicep curls. I do calves an awful lot. Yeah, I figure I walk, I do cardio, takes care of my calves, but oh my goodness gracious. And I counted the steps on the way back up, 127 steps from the neighborhood up to the top of Strands. And I was like, yeah, no wonder why. Okay, squat with that shoulder press. And remember, it can be tiny, you know that. It doesn't have to, you don't have to go full range. And I always just want to get all the body moving, get the heart rate up a little bit. And then go ahead and bend over, elbows back, kick it back for those triceps. And please, I hope this is light. This should be 5 and below. And then into some rows. And then just hang them down. Again, they're light, but come up like in a good morning, or you could call it a deadlift, but it's very tiny. It's partial way down and up. Just partial and up. Yep, just like that. Again, just trying to get some blood in those hamstrings, blood down the back. 2. And last one. And let's go ahead and put those down. Go ahead and swing them forward and back for me. And then arm across the front. Pull it across. Make sure it's down. So up here by your chin. All the way across the other side. Clasp them behind if you can. Open up those biceps, open up those shoulders. Dump forward if you can. Your knees can be bent straight. If this hurts your shoulders at all, do not do it. Just stay up. And then let's go ahead and drop down into our spider stretch onto the ground. So sink down to the ground, left leg forward, right leg back. Keep your hands up top. Shift back and forth. Again, a little bit more dynamic here for the lower body. And then hold it back into that hamstring stretch. You know, the stretch in the end is much more important than the stretch in the beginning. We're just trying to dynamically get you warmed up. Right leg forward. So can you believe we're getting back into the fall, even though fall doesn't happen until I think September, like 21st or something like that, somewhere around there. But it's kind of that new season again. New season for setting new goals. All right, go ahead and push back into that hamstring stretch. And then go ahead and bring that leg around and give me a cat-cow in all fours. And again, just take it easy. You don't have to max out your cat-cow. And one more. And then lift up into that hover position. Pull your hands back towards your knees. So, and remember, the knees are off the floor about 2 inches. And pull your knees towards your hands. So you feel that core engage. Hold that for 5. And then we're going to just inchworm those hands, walk it back to a full ragdoll. Bent knees. Drop that whole spine, like really just allow your head to just hang out of your spine. Grab opposite elbows if you feel comfortable. And then lift halfway up, please. And then chin to chest. Round it all the way up. And go ahead and give me that shrug out. We're going to start with our ball this morning, please. So we're going to do a chest and back to back. So chest, we're going to be doing a push-up on the ball. You know, wherever you are. You could be on your thighs, your knees, your shins, your feet when you roll out. Push-ups, and then we're going to do a row back to back, but we're going to do a hard row. That's going to be the one on our knees or on our feet where we're doing one arm at a time, single arm rows in that plank position. So I'm starting you off hard this morning, so you do what you can. Again, you can start right here, okay? Right on the knees. I want hands wide though. You can see they're off my yoga mat. Body's tight. We're dropping ourselves to the ground. If you weigh it on your ankles, you're going to drop more of your chest to the ground than your face. Okay, but if you're on your thighs like I am, doing the most basic, showing you, okay, it's really, your feet come up in the air and your head comes down to the ground. All right, that's going to be the easiest on your shoulders, easiest on your body. Keep going, 3 more. But if you're a little bit stronger, you can move those feet out a little bit. And then however you want to dismount, you know you can roll back, or I always kind of just take one foot off. And then we're coming down on the ground. So if you wanted to roll back, obviously on that ball, you could have. Come down to your knees. And then I need your dumbbell. So again, you can do it here, right? We can do one at a time in this position, here, or all the way up on those feet, right, for those rows. So grab the dumbbell. That's going to be good for that. Doesn't have to be super heavy first set, right? So let's go ahead and get them in position. The hands, I want to show you this too. I'm going to show you right here, just on my knees. This is how close they are, okay? They're not out here trying to do a row. They're literally underneath you, because when you lift one arm up, your weight is on that other arm. It has to be supporting your body, all right? So keep them nice and close. When you do that, I'm going to watch in a sec. Okay, and remember, on the feet, if you're on the feet, your body has to be tight. Your glutes have to be squeezed. Belly button sucked in. Pull it up. I'm going to drop to my knees so I can watch. Beautiful aim. Gorgeous Sabina. Yes. Beautiful Mel. Perfect, darling. So good. Beautiful. One more. And then, if you're not on your knees, drop to your knees. Push back into child pose. Shift right and left. Feel the stretch down the erector on both sides. And then we're going back at it. So roll the dumbbells to the side. Get your ball again. And we're going back at it. I'm not sure if I mentioned why I mentioned Tamra. It's her birthday today, September 2nd. So a memory had popped up on my phone of us up in Big Bear celebrating her birthday. So I sent it to her, and her daughter is like little. Her daughter, who's now, I think Maggie's age, like 20 something. Okay, all the way down, all the way up. And again, choose maybe a little harder. Maybe you're a little bit out further on your ball. Okay, maybe you try to drop down a little bit more. Maybe you try to bend the arms a little bit more. My biggest thing on this one is always that you do not lead with your chin. Okay, your body's tight. All you're doing is bending the arms. Wherever the head lands, it's not because you jutted your chin forward to get to the ground. It's wherever you can. Like 1 inch, 2 inch, 10 inches. I don't know. 2 more. Last one. And then again, either walk it back, right? Walk it all the way to your knees, within your court, or, as you know, just step off, whatever's most comfortable for you, and then we're going back into our rows. So if these are too hard for you, I don't believe that if you're on your hands and knees like this, they're going to be too hard for you. But if they are, you're more than welcome to bring your ball in and do a row here. If that's just a little bit better for you, you know, I just never know where people are. Sometimes, whatever it is, situations change in their body. They need to make it a little bit easier. But let's go. I'm going to watch you in a sec. And drop to my knees so I can see. Beautiful, Darlene. Yeah. Awesome, awesome, everyone. You guys are great. So good. Again, always, no matter what, suck in the belly button. I don't care if you're on your knees, your feet. You've got to keep everything tight. Okay, as you pull those dumbbells up into your chest and up into your ribs. One more. And then drop to those knees. Always give your core a break. When we do that push-up, your core is so active. So shift left and right again. Same thing. Roll those babies to the side. Get your ball back. I'm going to watch you for the first couple on this because it's really hard for me to watch while I'm up on the ball and they fly off. So up and over the top. Walk it out beautifully. And there you go. Gorgeous. Remember, everybody, legs tight. Quads are flexed. Glutes are squeezed. Belly button's pulled in. Beautiful, Amy. Beautiful, Mel. That's it. Awesome, Sabina. Gorgeous. Yeah, Darlene. So good. Look at you guys. You guys are studs. These are not easy. Your bodies are so tight, though. I love it. That's what I want to see. Five more. You got this. Push. Push through those arms. Push that floor away from you. Hopefully those last few got a little bit more difficult. Dismount however you want. And your dismount could be different. If I had more room, I'm working in a, 10 by 12 space here. If you have more room, roll back. Take your time. Sit back on your heels if you need to. And then we're back into our rows. Yeah. So plank, rows, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. Even if you're on your knees, I'm gonna drop to my knees for a sec. Even if you're here, the belly's tight, the glutes are squeezed. Okay, everything is strong. Yep. Beautiful. There we go. So good, Mel. Perfect, Darlene. So good, Aim. Love it. It's a good way, these two things back to back, chest and back, right, and core, are a great way just to warm up the body. So hopefully you're starting to feel the body warm. One more. And then drop to those knees. Breathe, push back, big exhale. And then shift left and shift right. And then let's go ahead and roll those dumbbells away Bring that ball back in. Sabina, you're gonna bring that chair in. So we're gonna do some hamstrings with the ball, but we're gonna do one leg like reverse planks. So, show you first. Your leg, I'm gonna start with my left, has to be in the middle of the ball. It's kind of like my calf to my heel is on the ball. Let that leg turn out however you want. If you need more leverage, pull the ball like this up the leg and get it closer to your rear end. The other leg is up in the air. We're gonna lift and we're gonna lower, okay? Left side, 10 and then 10. So put the ball where you need it. What's good for you today, not what's good for you a year ago, or, right? So yes, beautiful. So remember, the leg that's up on the ball, the quad is flexed. You're tightening the muscles above the kneecap. You're trying to point your toe if you can, unless you get cramps in your feet. You can flex your ankle like I am right now, right? You can even flex the one that's up in the air. The leg that's up in the air could be bent or straight. It does not have, like I'll bend it out like that if you need to. But if you want, keep it straight. Mind muscle connect, hamstrings, glute, low back. Hamstrings, glute, low back. And then switch it out, please. Switch that leg. Left leg up, right leg on the ball. If you did it the other way, so what? You gotta do enough on both sides anyway. And I say 10, if I did 12, doesn't, like, I'm just going to fatigue. You know that. I'll just give you a number if you like numbers. I like numbers, but I just know that one of my legs is stronger. I probably could do more on one than the other. So I'm going to do that. It's not going to harm me in any way, right? Good, 2 more. Hope you all had an incredible Labor Day weekend. And then let's go ahead and pull those knees into the chest first. Then stretch hamstring, stretch hamstring. Then put the feet up on the ball into your frog jump position. So roll the ball into the rear end. You don't have to put the soles of your feet together, but they kind of like are looking at each other. Knees are flared out, hands are on the ground. Pushing into the ball, lifting those hips, concentrating on glutes now. Okay, you don't have to extremely flare the knees out. If you want them up a little higher, you can. But we're lifting and we're lowering. Belly button pulled into the spine, pubic bone to the ceiling. Lift. Beautiful, Sabina. Beautiful, Mel. That's perfect. Perfect aim. You got it. Gorgeous. Look at that. So good. That's it, Darlene. So good. Pushing down into that ball as we lift those hips up. And again, you lift your hips only as high as you can. If you feel it starting to grab like into that low back where your glutes meet your back and it's too much, don't go up so high. Okay? There's no reason to aggravate. Last one. And then drop the butt down, right leg over the left, pull it in. And then switch it out. Because you know we're bombarding these. These are back to back. Supersetting these 2 exercises. So again, leg back out again. Maybe you push the ball out a little bit further. Maybe you're now more in your calf and your ankle. Left leg on the ball, right leg up, and we're gonna lift. And we're lowering. So I want you to think about it. The leg that's on the ball, whatever it decides to do, if it turns out, stays straight up, turns in, let it do whatever it's gonna do. Don't fight that. That's when you're gonna get hurt, okay? Everybody's body's a little bit different. For me, it's better that it turns out. When I lay on my back flat, my feet flop out to like external. Okay, they don't turn in, they don't stay straight up for sure. But everybody is so different, so do you. Lift. And then hold it up there if you can. I don't care how high, 1 inch, 2 inch, 6 inches, whatever. And then give me a little cantaloupe-sized circle. Try to stabilize that ball. Okay? Cantaloupe-sized circle for just 5. We're not even going to reverse the circle. We're just doing 5. And then Bring it all the way down. Pull the knees in. Release the tension from your back. Switch it to the other side. Right leg up on top of the ball. Left leg up. Push into that ball and lift for those glutes. Glutes, hamstrings, low back. You know nothing I do is easy. I don't take the easy route for you guys because you can make it easier, right? You can pull that ball right up to almost your rear end. Get some great leverage on it. All my workouts, you know, you can make it harder or easier depending on how you feel today. Last one. And then bring them both down. Pull the knees in first. Okay? Then stretch that hamstring. Oh, my ball just ran away from me. Stretch that hamstring. And then feet back up on top of that ball. And the only challenge I'm going to give on this next one is you can do the same frog jump if you want. But those who just want to take a little bit of a challenge, you're just going to do a full-on frog jump. So we're going to lift up and then we're going to press it away as if we're zipping our inner thighs together. And then we're going to bring it back and down. So the first part's still the same. You could literally go up and down. Stay there, perfect. Okay, if you want to, maybe you try one or two of the full, right, frog jump where you're pressing them away, pulling them back in, and then putting the butt back down. Beautiful, watching more for form than anything. Beautiful, Mel, that's it. Awesome, Darlene. Yes, aim, so good. Perfect, Sabina, you got this. Press it away. We always talk about zipping up those inner thighs. Like think about when you press the ball away because you're all taking the challenge. Your legs aren't going to come together, just know that. But kind of think about your zipper from your ankles to your pubic bone. When you're pressing that away like you're trying to squeeze your legs together. They won't go all the way together. I mean, maybe some of you can. My legs are so bowed, they'll never go together. But, yep. And then one more. So good. You guys are awesome. Go ahead and bring the knees back together. Please release the tension from the back by pulling the knees into the chest. Don't go any further. Right? Then cross it over. Pull it in. You should feel, I probably should have said that. Right leg over the left and then left leg over the right. Pull it in. Release all that tension. And then we got one more set. Now, if this, again, remember, this is hamstrings, glute, low back. So if your back is like, I don't know if I can do another set, maybe you could by just having both legs up and doing a reverse plank with just, with both legs, okay? If you don't want to take the harder with one leg. All right, completely in your court, you do you. You know I don't judge. It's whatever works for you today, right? I couldn't sleep last night, that was one thing. I was thinking, oh my gosh, how's my workout going to be today? For some reason, my brain, like I had like a monkey brain before bed. I wasn't on my phone, I wasn't on TV, nothing. Just my brain would not shut off. Took me like over an hour to go to bed. Normally it's like 4 or 5 minutes because I have a Whoop band that I wear that it tells me last one, right? So it tells me how much latency, that's the time it took me to go to sleep, how much light sleep, how much REM, how much deep. And you know I love my sleep. Go ahead and switch to the other leg or just keep going with both legs. Yeah. Lift and lower. But I cherish, as you should, cherish my sleep. I love my sleep. When I get into bed at night, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy to be in bed. But it's recovery. It's how my muscles recover. It's how my body recovers. How my brain recovers, right? I always tell people, think about your body as a cell phone. Like if you didn't plug your cell phone in and recharge it, last one, guess what? You think you're gonna have any energy for the day? Nope. Pull the knees in. So that's what sleep is. REM sleep for your brain, deep sleep for your physical body. Okay, feet back up, one more set of frog jumps. I know these aren't easy. You're probably like, okay, Mia, enough back. Okay, lift it up and or press it out for the full frog jump, frog leap, whatever you want to call them. But you know you can simply do the first one that we did by just lifting and lowering. And I'll tell you this, I don't care how high you lift or lower. I'm going to stay super low just so you can see what I mean. You're going to feel it whether you are 1 inch like this or all the way up here, right? Pressing it away. You're going to feel it. So don't think that, oh, I can't get all the way up there. I'm not going to feel. No, absolutely not. 2 more. You have this. So good for your back. So good for your erectors. I know it's not easy. I didn't start with anything easy today. Bring your knees together, please. Pull them in. Take as much time as you need to release that tension from your back. Sometimes even, I'm going to just roll the ball away. Sometimes it's even better to lift your hips a little bit. Like put your feet on the ground and just release the tension. Let the blood flow. Okay, then cross the right leg over the left and pull it in. And then the other side. And we're going to go back to upper body. We're going to do our shoulders. We're going to do our front delt and our rear delt back to back. So when you're ready, turn over, come on up. So front delt is that shoulder press overhead. We're going to do an Arnold press. So it's going to be here, right? And then, so there's going to be 2 different dumbbells because that one, you could probably use at least 10 or more. But the rear delt fly that we're going to do, you're not going to be able to use, you know, maybe a 7 heaviest, maybe 10, maybe you're strong enough for that. But the first one obviously is our shoulder press overhead. So for those who want to take the challenge for the 1 leg balance, you can. Hands are here, starting, it looks like a bicep curl to start, right? Then we're going to turn them out like that. We're going to press them up, and then we're going to bring them back down. So, and Mel, with your neck, just be careful. I'm not sure what your the protocol is for PT for your neck, but you could easily just stay here nice and low, all right? Because obviously when we're recovering from neck, you know, I had multiple concussions, so I have a nasty neck. I hate to say nasty, but it is pretty nasty. But yeah, if that's too difficult, then just stay low. Or just go lighter. Okay, last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and put those down. Grab that lighter dumbbell to do the rear delt flies. So I'm just going to add a little bit to mine. Bending forward here. This is one that we can sit on the ball as well, and I'll show you that. But if I turn my back to you so you can kind of see, when I push my arms back, from my neck to my hands should look like a V at the end of that range of motion. So it's not just straight out to the side. It's pushing those knuckles back and behind you. They're not exactly by your side, but they're not straight out. All right, I'm watching. There we go. Beautiful, that's an aim. Beautiful, Darlene. So it looks like a lateral raise, but you're bent over. Okay, last 2. And last one. So go ahead and put those down. Always swinging the arms forward and back. And I'm going to just give this as an option for those who are standing that maybe don't want to stand. You can always sit on your ball, but make it hard by putting your legs together. It's just an option. You don't have to stand. Otherwise, I'm going to stand up again. But again, the Arnold press. So starting in that bicep curl, turning those hands out, pushing them up. And the other option is, you don't have to, I'll say, you don't have to bring them all the way together like this above your head, okay? You can bring them here and just above the head or straight up, okay? That's completely in your court, whatever's best for you, but try maybe one balance, one not, right? Maybe one leg up, one not. I'm always going to challenge your balance. There's no doubt about it. Okay, 2, press. I hope they're getting hard. And bring them all the way down. Swing them forward and back. Then grab those dumbbells, 4 rear delts. I'm already sweating this morning. I don't know if it's the humidity or just hot. Okay, so this is, again, same thing, rear delt fly, leading away with those knuckles. I'm going to bring the ball in again. For those who, their backs might be compromised, where they're like, me, I can't bend over anymore. You can always bend and have a belly to thigh connection so your thighs can be the support, and drive the arms away. Okay, so now your back is literally, or your belly is connected to your thighs. It's like your support system. You don't even have to use your back. Okay, the only thing you have to use is your core, right, because you're on the ball. Okay, pressing that away. Trying to think about the muscles that you're working, that rear part of the shoulder. 2 more. Last one. And then we have 1 more set. So swing them forward and back, please. If you need a sip of water, go and grab it. 1 more set of Arnold press overhead for those shoulders. So getting them back up. I'm going on my right leg now, which you know is not my happy place, but it's good. My sister-in-law Terry used to say to me, she's like, how do you stay so balanced? You never move. I'm like, okay, you're not watching, because I am moving all over the place. My foot is sending, or my brain is sending so many messages to that foot right now to keep me balanced. So my toes are spread wide. Right? I'm growing roots. I'm staring at the red light on the camera like Cindy Brady. I'm not frozen, but it's a way for me to stay balanced. Keep that focal point. 2 more. Come on. Push it hard. These should be hard ones. Okay? And then all the way down. Go ahead and swing them forward and back. Grab that lighter dumbbell for your rear delt flies. This is our last set of these. Those 3 went by fast in my eyes. And again, leaning slightly and fly away. Yep. So you can kind of see, if I stand to the side, it's actually good, because you can kind of see how my arms are going back behind me. They're not going out to the side straight. They're going back. There we go. You guys got it. Beautiful, Mel. Nice. Perfect, Darlene. Perfect aim. Awesome, Sabina. You guys got it. 5, 4, 3. Going back to legs again after this. Last one. And let's go ahead and put that down. Grab a sip of water if you need it before we go to legs. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, I'm finishing my spark from this morning. Okay, so I need a heavier dumbbell. Okay, so it's going to be our Sumo Squat. Feet are at like 10 and 2. This is the one that I'm going to turn to the side. Our dumbbell is here, right? But look at my pelvis. I'm going down like a beautiful like plie. If I was at a ballet bar, right? I'm not doing this. I'm not sitting my bum back. I'm keeping my hips under, right? Everything is in gorgeous alignment as we come down. Inner thigh, and bring it back up. So I don't have to tell you how sumos do this. They walk like that. That's the position I want when you come down and up. And you go as heavy as you need. I like dropping the dumbbell on this one down between my legs because I want to see how far I can go to see if that dumbbell almost touches the ground. It's my own challenge. It's like, because this dumbbell's a little shorter, right? Yes, Mel, beautiful, beautiful, Darlene. That's it. Remember, inner thigh. Try to think, get that stretch. Feeling here as you go down. Yep. Yes, gorgeous. There we go. Beautiful. And then we're gonna get our booty band on. Yep, beautiful, last one. Now you can use this same dumbbell for our booty band crab walks. You don't have to use anything. You don't even have to use a dumbbell at all. You can use lighter, but we are gonna do just crab walks. We're not gonna do the abduction. We're not gonna like press out. We're just gonna walk. So I'm gonna put this sucker on my shoulder so I can increase my growth hormone, right? Get that band on, push out on those knees, sit back into the hips. It doesn't have to be low. Now, some of you, we know, you can go here. I get it, and you can walk, right? But you can be here, you can be here. You're still gonna feel it, but look how wide my knees are. I'm not bringing them back together. I'm keeping them wide. The foot that I'm stepping with is like literally stepping out 2 inches. Yep, beautiful. And then back again. Keep them wide, because this band wants to do this. That band just wants to pull you back together. But you want a mind muscle connect to the glutes, right to the bottom line. Yes, are we doing abduction? Yes, just by doing the walks, we're doing abduction. Okay, back again. You've got this, breathe. Yep, so good. Okay, one more time up and back. And if you need a break, just take it. Okay, don't worry. It doesn't matter. Do 2, do 1. I don't care. Keep the knees wide though. Keep pushing out. Beautiful. Then release the dumbbell so you can bend and straighten the leg. Bend and straighten the leg. Now, if you don't want to take your booty band off, watch. Like you can pull it up. I don't know what a girdle is. I've never worn a girdle. But if this is what a girdle feels like, oh, literally holding everything in. Pull up your leg. So you can spread those legs out wide again. It's not going to interfere at all. It might roll a little bit, but remember, tailbone is in line with your back. It's not a here, right? It's not a sit here. Okay, that's more of a like grand plie squat. This is more of a inner thigh. Try to get into those inner thighs. You can have your feet wider if you need to. And only go as low as you can without your bum doing that. Okay, keep it under. Squeeze the cheeks together. Beautiful. Now that's it. Gorgeous. Beautiful. That's it, Darlene. So good. You got it, Aim. Beautiful, Savina. Perfect, you guys. You guys are so good. Okay, so you should feel quad. You should feel inner thigh. Last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and put that down. Unless you're going to use it, well, you need to push your booty band back down anyway. But you don't have to use weight at all. I'll do the second set without. Or like I could use light. I could use a super light one, right? If that's what you want to use. But you don't have to. My biggest thing is this, that you keep those knees wide, right? As you step. Okay, 2-inch step, 2-inch step, right? And then you go back. You do 3 steps left, 3 steps right. But don't let that band control you. I want you to feel the quad. I want you to feel the glute. Now those who maybe have been with me a little bit longer, you can go athletic low if you want. Okay, it's a lot harder, I'm just gonna say, okay? But you don't have any weight on, so you can try it. Okay, one more time up and back, go. Push out on those knees. Don't let them pull you back together. You guys are awesome, you got it. I know it's hard. It burns like hell. Okay, pull that up again like a girdle if you want. You don't have to. You can take it off if you want. Okay, but you can stretch those legs. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Or 4 stretch. If that feels better for your glutes and your back right now, just 4 stretch it out. Yep. And breathe. Need a sip of water, go grab it. We got one more set of these Sumo Squats. Okay, dropping that dumbbell down, right? My concern, not concern, shouldn't say that. My hope is that you go down to where you're like, I can start to feel a slight pull. Never pain. You should not feel a pull all the way to your knee. Okay, it should just be right that area from your pubic bone to about halfway down your quad. Now hopefully you're feeling in the glutes too, maybe the quads. Okay, you're gonna feel everything's working. It's not like anything's not working. Yep, beautiful. And then just hold it down in the last one. Just show me that you can hold yourself up. Yep, 5, 4, go a little lower if you can, 2, and 1, and then go ahead and release that. If you need to, again, cross the leg over. Don't go right into our crab walks without getting some stretch in that back and those glutes, because this last one is it's gonna hurt. Right? It is. It's hard. Okay? Push those knees out. Go with me. All you're doing is 3 steps right, boom, 3 steps left. Right? Keep pushing out of those knees. You can even see my knees. It's trying to push my knees back together for sure. Absolutely. Right? I hope you're feeling that too. It's like, this band. 1 more up and back. Okay? You've got this. 1 more up and back, and then we're doing abs. I know time flies when you're having fun, but if you can believe it, we have like 5 minutes left. Okay? Go ahead, take that booty band off, cross it over, sit it down. Sit it down. Okay, we're gonna come down on our elbows and feet, elbows and knees. We're gonna do a plank first. I know you're like me, we already did planks over the ball this morning. Yes, but this is for just core, no push-ups, no anything else. So either here on your elbows and knees, you can even be a little bit higher if you need, or all the way into elbow plank. Okay, and the timer is starting. If you've already started, I'm going to drop down anyway so I can watch your form. But squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads, push back through the heels. Squeeze your armpits to your side, like you're squeezing your chest. I'm going to drop so I can watch you for a sec. Keep going. Beautiful, Darlene. Gorgeous, Mel. Beautiful, Sabina. Beautiful, Aim. And get that head up. Yep, beautiful. Hold. You guys got it. Squeeze. Keep squeezing the quads. Keep squeezing the glutes. Suck in the belly button. Armpits to your side. Look at your hands. Neck should be neutral. 2, 1. Drop to your knees. Push all the way back. Take a deep breath in. And then turn over. Turn over onto your back. I want you to bring your knees, I want your knees to be bent enough so you can't touch your heels. Normally I say I want you to bring them in so tight you can touch your heels. I want them to be further away because we're going to reach for them. Okay, so make sure they're not so close. Make sure they're a couple inches away. You can grab the back side of your legs, the inside of your inner thighs to get you up to the highest point. Okay, you can hear, like now my diaphragm is squished. Okay, I can barely talk. That's where I want you to stay. And then I want you to reach for your heels. We're going to do 25, 1 inch. 1 inch is the digit of your thumb to the first bone. Okay, 1 inch crunch. 25, 24, 20, 19, 18. Round your chest into your rib cage. 15. It's not a cervical crunch. Your head's not moving back and forth. 10. 3. And then head down, hands down, lift your hips, release the tension from your back. The first set usually isn't as hard as the second and third. So flip over back onto your belly, please, back into a plank. Based on where you feel right now, you're like, okay, I am tired. I'm gonna stay on my hands and knees like this. You do whatever, but get into position. The timer starts now. Breathe through it. So if you're on your feet, you're driving back through the heels. You're squeezing your quads up 1 more inch. You're pulling your belly button up 1 more inch into your spine. You are squeezing your armpits to your side, like you're trying to squeeze your chest together. Your neck's neutral, looking down at your hands. Okay, then we start over again. Back down at the feet, push back through the heels. If you're on your knees, you're doing the same thing. Everything's the same. Tight. Hold, 5. Keep squeezing everything. 2, 1, drop to the knees, push back, and breathe. I didn't give the modification for that last one, but if you need something like a booty band or you need your hand behind your head, please do that, okay? If you need to. So, feet are away from you again. You're gonna use your inner thighs to get yourself up there. Again, if you need that support, Mel, that might be you, to have that support behind the nape of your neck, or just like a hammock with your booty band. You're up as high as you can, and we're doing 25 little 1-inch crunches. 25, 24, 20, 15. I'm watching. 1 inch. Beautiful. Gorgeous aim. Perfect, Darlene. 5, 4, 3. Beautiful. 2. Head down. Lift those hips. Let that blood flow. And then turn back over again. The only thing different with this set is you can try it or not, okay? So I'm gonna have you either on your elbows and on your feet with your knees off the ground, and you're gonna be pulling your elbows towards your knees and your knees towards your elbows, or you can be up here in the hover and doing the same thing for the plank hold. But it's like you're pulling your hands back towards your knees and you're pulling your knees towards your hands. Okay, hold that. The plank is going to be much harder, okay, in this position. Okay, if you're pulling your arms towards the knees towards the hands. Okay, you're going to feel everything. You're going to feel quad, you feel core, you're going to feel back, you're going to feel arms. Hold. Hold. If you need to drop, drop. Hold. 5. Pull them forward and pull the hands back. 3, 2, and then drop to those knees. You could have done it the normal way. You could have done just a normal plank. But I wanted to challenge you on that last set all the way back into child pose. And we got one more set of the 25 crunches, the little 1-inch movements. Please use something behind your head. If you feel like it's like, it's hurting my neck to even hold it up, then do that. Use booty band. Use the hands at the nape of your neck. But you got to start up as high as you can. Like, you've got to come up to that highest point. Use your arms to get there. Then 1 more inch. Am I asking too much? You can do it. It's 1 inch, right? It's rounding that chest into the rib cage. You can use one hand. Like, if it's better to just support your skull because it weighs 10 to 12 pounds, right? You've got this. 10 more. Come on. Squeeze. Squeeze. Round it into the rib cage. 5 more. 2. And head down. Lift up those hips. Just let that blood flow. Hopefully you felt that. Hopefully you felt everything we did today. Pull the knees into the chest. Please give yourself a knee hug. And roll side to side. I know some of you have to hop off. You gotta go to work or whatever. But like I said in the beginning, the stretch to me now that your body's warm, I hope it's as warm as me. Go ahead and drop the right leg down. This is the gold. When your body is so warm, your muscles will stretch more like, warm taffy. if that makes sense. You know, when taffy's cold, like you try to stretch it, it's gonna break, right? Maybe you guys don't eat taffy. I don't eat taffy anymore either, but it's the closest thing you can understand to it stretching when it's warm, right? Switch out those legs, please. And then pull them back in one more time just to straighten out the spine, maybe roll side to side. And then take the feet up to the air. We're gonna do that happy baby stretch. So either use your peace fingers to grab your toes, grab your ankles, grab the inside arches of your feet. If you do yoga, do the way you do it in yoga. But I love this one, the happy baby, because it opens up my lower back. We did a lot of back today. I'm sure you're like, yes, Mia, we're aware. But I did a lot. All right, and then bring them back together on the ground. Let your knees flop left. And don't force, right? Just let them fall. Your spine will twist, don't worry. And then bring them up slowly to the middle, straighten out your spine, and then let them drop to the right. And then all the way to the other side and push yourself up. And then just get yourself into like a pseudo lotus position. And we're just gonna do a little spine twist here too, if you can. Okay, your spine has to be straight. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see what I mean. If you look like this right now, you're not gonna do a spinal twist. You need to be up straight. So if you need something like, here, I'll just put my balance just underneath my butt. That could be a yoga block, right? To be able to keep your spine straight, because I want to do a little spinal twist. Okay, so make sure your spine can be, and it doesn't need to be big. I'm not asking you to crack your back. I'm just asking you to twist your spine. Okay, then the other way. I just want you to, it's one of our tests, like in fitness, testing people's mobility, them being able to, twist side to side. Some people can barely twist, right? I'm going to take this out from underneath my rear end. And then I just want to stretch across the front for your arms. Wow, I am dripping again today. I don't have AC. I do have AC in my house, but we don't use it really. But it doesn't work very well anyway. Yeah, I'm very sweaty today. Okay, just reach up and over the top. Again, gently always. And then to the other side. Oh, I always tell you I love this stretch. All right, I'm gonna just read my card one more time before you hop off. So this morning, my God cards, I call them. God's best is always worth the wait, right? We have to be patient, and patience is not one of my strong suits, but it says, grace and peace be yours in abundance. And that's 2 Peter 1:2. Grace and peace be yours in abundance. He will give you. He is gracious, right? He will give you peace, joy, and contentment if you let him. Again, that's always just my heart. I have to share that with you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to share the good news and just to hopefully make disciples of all. If you're of a different faith and that doesn't resonate with you, I just know there's one God. And so just listen to him, listen to those promptings on your heart. If somebody's name gets dropped in your heart, a lot of you guys know this. Sometimes I'll just reach out and say, how are you today? Or just a heart I send, or just a prayer hands that I send, because God's dropped you on my heart, and I know that for some reason, like it's not for any other reason than they need a prayer, they need some love, they need some support, or whatever it is. So if somebody drops in your heart, reach out, just with a little maybe emoji or whatever. So listen, I love you, honor you, respect you. Always hydrate and fuel when you leave here. If you're watching this on my new YouTube station, please subscribe, save, share, and share it with everybody you know. Okay? Mwah. Love you. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Mitch. Nice to see you. Awesome. Bye, guys. Have an awesome one. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:15. Mwah. Love you.